Hello everyone, this is Mr. J and I'm here to describe to you the Richet scale. Most importantly, the storyline factor. The Richet scale is something that I created to help grade movies, not only here, but on my podcast. So today we're talking about the storyline. The storyline pretty much is the flow of the movie, and we're talking about like the predictability of it. So like a storyline of one means I saw this coming 9 weeks ago, and it's kind of like this movie here. If you give storyline a 2, it's kind of weak. It's not the best ever, but you kind of give them a break by not giving them a 1. Kind of like this movie right here. Given a storyline of 3, this is average. This is the middle of the road. This is what you want a movie to be. You didn't really take anything from the movie, but it's a movie and it's what it's supposed to be. Kind of like this one right here. With a score of 4 for a storyline, this is like an inch before Academy Award material. You got it, but it's not quite there. Kind of like this one. And giving a score of 5, Academy Award material. This writing is what you want to see in movies. This is who gets the little gold Oscar. Kind of like that one. So that's all we have here today. I hope the Richet scale is getting easier to understand. Next week, we'll be able to explain the character half of the Richet scale. So now, with your regularly scheduled program. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mr. J's Big Book of Movies on our quest to find the best. Today, we are running with blades. That's right, we're talking about the June 25th, 1982 classic Blade Runner. Now, Blade Runner has a pretty big cult following, but maybe because there's 7 versions of the damn film, or it's because it's actually a good movie. Well, we're going to see if it gets into the Big Book of Movies. There's a really big love-hate relationship with this film. Some people love it, some people hate it. It did some things right, it did some things wrong, but we're going to get to the bottom of that and see if it gets into the Big Book of Movies. For starters, we have the rewatch factor. I actually gave the rewatch factor a 2 because I feel this is the type of movie that you would watch with someone who's never seen it before. There's a lot of information to have it be watched on TV, so I didn't give it a 3, and it isn't a personal favorite. So I think it's a very deep movie to watch. This may be some people's favorite movie. I just feel like the rewatch factor is a 2. I'd watch it with someone who's never seen it before, and other than that, I really don't have any plans on rewatching the same movie. And with the 7 different versions of it, the differences are very minuscule. Like the expansion of the unicorn dream, the inclusion of the unicorn dream, the ending, the real ending, the extended ending, the added amount of violence. And we're just talking about seconds. We're not even talking about like actual scenes. And I believe there are 3 missing scenes from one of the versions. It's a lot. There's a lot. But there literally are 7 different versions of this film. So I had watched the international version all the way through. And then I watched the end of the director's cut to see what the real ending was supposed to be. And then I just went online and I looked up the several different versions of the Unicorn Dream and where they're supposed to fit into the movie. So I didn't have to sit and actually watch the physical movie 7 different times, 2 of which you can't even find. So good luck with that. Next up, we have storyline. Storyline, you know, I keep calling the replicants Terminators because they're biomechanical beings. So I keep calling them Terminators. Or I keep calling them Reploids. There's a video game, Mega Man X, that had humanoid android robots called Reploids. So they are called replicants. The idea of living, breathing robots is kind of cool. It's kind of used a lot. I feel it wasn't executed too well. I give a storyline of 3, middle of the way. I don't feel it gave us things we've never seen before. It definitely gave us things that we're going to be seeing again and again. But as far as storyline, I feel it's down the middle and nothing new or amazing really sets it apart from other movies. Also with characters, I gave characters a 3 as well. You know, this was not over the top acting. I mean,
Harrison Ford was literally done like this the whole time. He hardly showed any emotion.
So, I mean, it's just like the acting isn't what held the movie, you know. So with that, I give characters a 3. Now, what I feel did hold the movie was the appearance. This looked phenomenal. It looks phenomenal now in 2017. So just think of how it looked in 1982. This is beautiful, beautifully done. And one thing that they got right for the future is I like how the flashers on top of the police cars are almost like the flashes on top of police cars that are now. I thought that was really cool. That's a detail that I liked. But that's the high point of the film is the appearance. Finally, we have enjoyment. I didn't hate the film. You know, I didn't love the film. But I gave enjoyment a 2 because I walked away thinking like, this is the movie everyone's been talking about. This is one of the movies you have to see before you die. Like, it was cool, but I mean, like, Terminator is so much better. Like, I sympathize with the characters more with Terminator. And yeah, it's a deep, complex story, and maybe you have to watch it a couple times to be able to understand everything. But it's like, I just might be missing the bigger picture here. And I feel that sometimes I just don't get the bigger picture and just don't appreciate it the same way other people do. And I don't feel that that's a bad thing. So all in all, with that being said, with the rewatch factor being a 2, storyline being a 3, characters being a 3, appearance being a 5, and enjoyment being a 2, that overall equals a 15. That 15 equals a C. So the big question is, does Blade Runner get into the big book of movies? You know what? I don't think so. I love the appearance of this movie, but it's not the type of movie that I'm going to be holding on to forever and want it logged that I actually saw this movie. It was a good attempt, but it didn't happen today. So, as far as I'm concerned, this chapter is now closed.